Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Yeah, you can come and watch me drink my morning coffee.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
This is part one of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your questions, and I think it's questions I've never answered before. So I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, and I'm gonna be super busy for the next like 10 days or so, and I'm not gonna be able to have time to edit my videos. So I am pre-recording in this moment, so I figured the best way to do that, to continue my schedule and to give you guys content, is to create this 4-part series. But who knows, I've been on YouTube for 11 years, so I don't really remember what I've shared. So I just wanna preface this that I got all of these questions on random social media platforms. So since there are 100 questions, it is 25 questions per part. So let's get into the first one. All right, so the first one is, who are your top 5 artists on Spotify Wrapped this year? Billie Eilish was my number 1, which is not surprising. Second is Banks, also not surprising. Third is a band called Mansion Air, love them. Fourth, Montel Fish, love him. His music is so good. The fifth one I'm a little shocked by, it's The Weeknd. Will you ever admit you were actually 600 pounds? I am telling you, human to human, face to face, like I know you're not here, but I'm acting as if you are. If I was 600 pounds, I would not be able to move. The whole 2019, where I literally couldn't shower, I bathed in bed. Yeah, I would bathe in bed, and it wouldn't even be frequently. I always thought of bedbound as someone who showers in their bed, like literally physically can't get up. That was like always my definition. Honestly, looking at it now, I was like literally bedbound. I'm saying that based on like knowing how I feel now at the weight that I am. If I was 600 pounds, I would not be able to fit in my mother's car, let alone go and do things and walk around stores and go to bingo. It would not be happening. Was there a particular reason you stopped sharing your weight? So as you guys know, I have done Ozempic/semaglutide twice. The first time I did it, when I stopped, I gained so much weight so freaking fast. It is very common that once you stop taking it, you gain your weight back. So normally I wouldn't have cared to share that because I've always shared that. But then all of a sudden, all of these rumors about my girlfriend were happening. I knew that if I came on here and said, I'm gaining weight because that's how the cookie crumbles, no pun intended, people would automatically blame her when ultimately it was my doing, and it's the pattern that I've had my whole life. So it was just easier for me not to share those things anymore. I want to protect and cherish the people in my life that I care about. The rumors about Tommy are not true. What was the real reason you went back to Oklahoma and didn't stay in Wisconsin? I do believe that Tommy as a person is my home because I have a whole ass apartment. I have a whole life here. I love my apartment. I love living alone, but in a responsible way, I belong here right now. So that is why we're currently in a long distance relationship, but I do see us moving in together in the future. What is a rumor about you that is 100% not true?
Rumors are true.
There is a few in particular that I would love to mention, but these are things that I promised myself I would never speak about again online. So we're gonna skip over those. And 1, it is 100% not true. I am not a feedie. I am not in a feeder relationship. That is not what's happening here. 2, the fact that some people actually believe this is sick, but there are people who believe that I let Rarity out on purpose to stay in Wisconsin longer. Rarity is my heart, my soul, my best friend, my everything. I would have never in a million years done that. Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there forever. Would you be able to be in a sexless relationship? No. This girly pop has done that before and she will never do it again. Tie me up, put my panties in my mouth. Come do whatever you want to me because I'm tied up. So there's nothing I can do about it. Have your neighbors heard you doing the dirty yet? Are you a loud girl? Oh, definitely. Are you kidding? I'm embarrassed to leave my house. When I'm with the right one, I am like a sex machine. What am I saying right now? Have you ever been to Disneyland? I have. I've been twice. Actually have been to Disneyland 3 times. Have you ever been to Disneyland? I have. I've been twice. Actually have been to Disneyland 3 times, and it was all while I was over 400 pounds. Crystal and her dad are currently riding in Europe in the air. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to fit on it or not, so I just didn't risk it, unfortunately. Both times I went, I was 17. Like the first roller coaster I've ever been on was California Screaming.
That's a huge bitch.
And every ride on Disneyland that I went on, I was able to fit on.
Are you serious?
So if you guys remember me sharing, my foster mom did pass away recently, and it was actually that foster mom that made that dream come true for me. I know this is going off on something completely different, but a lot of people have heard me talk a lot of bad things about foster care but there are some positives as well, and that is one of them. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Honestly, normally I have a whole list of resolutions and goals and things I want to succeed at, and I never follow through with any of them. So like I really just want to be like just a better person in general, and I know I can start that anytime, and I have definitely improved over the years, but 2025 I really do want to focus more on like the therapy aspect and like improving my health aspect, not really like set out flat out goals. So I think it's just really easy and manageable if I sit here and say I just want to improve as a person, mentally, physically, spiritually. Like I am very like into the universe, and I believe that the universe and me are connected. I know more so just every day, even if it's just me being 1% better than I was the day before. Have you ever had a boyfriend before? Yes, I've had multiple boyfriends, but it was all like when I was a teenager and a kid, never as an adult. No. Hi, I'm a lesbian, or at least I think I'm a lesbian. That's a whole thing we can talk about. I might like a guy, I might not. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll give it a go. I don't know. Oh, we will. Did you just announce that wifey and you were gonna have a threesome with a dude? Did I? That I'm ready for the D. What was your favorite and least favorite part of Vlogmas this year? So easily my least favorite was the beginning. It was highly saturated in the fact that I was going through a lot of mental health and heartbreak because I was missing Rarity while also being attacked. And not only was I being attacked for a mistake that literally broke me and shattered me, I was being told that I was lying about the situation. Accidentally leaving that door open literally altered my life in the worst way possible. So it was a lot at once while already going through mental health problems. I would say the best part of Vlogmas was the fact that I completed it. And instead of letting my depression stop me from decorating for Christmas like it did last year, I said, screw that. We're gonna decorate for Christmas because I feel like that'll actually help my mood, and it genuinely did. Do you resent Alexis for bringing up the crumble cookie video? Honestly, no. It's really not that big of a deal to me. What I care about is people behind my back being creepy and sending it to reaction channels. Now that's weird. And I'm very glad that Alexis never did that. I'm an adult. I'm a sexual human being. I'm very sex positive, not a prude, pretty open book. So I don't really care actually. If you could go back and never have made YouTube videos, would you? No. I absolutely would have still done YouTube. I probably would have just done it differently. I know the YouTube game. I know what people want, but I also know that there are things I have said and done online that I would have never done.
RAPE, rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word.
Because I now, as a 34-year-old woman, I have learned from those things and learned from my mistakes. What moment in the last couple of years made you grow the most as a person? Living alone. Absolutely. Because I was always scared to be alone. I'm telling you, I genuinely believed in my soul for a majority of my life that I had to live with someone, that that's the only way I was going to be happy. The first time I ever lived alone was when I was 32. And I'm now 34. But you guys, I'm telling you, I thrive when I live by myself. I absolutely love it. And it's helped me grow as a person 100%. How did you even hold that snake? Because it honestly looked so terrifying. That's what my mom said, but I love snakes. I've always loved snakes. I will say it was exhilarating because it is a huge snake. It is by far the biggest snake I have ever held in my life, but I wasn't scared. I don't know. She calls me a fake Gryffindor because I want to be Gryffindor, but every time I take like a test or whatever, it says that I'm Hufflepuff, so. With my Gryffindor sweater.
You're a Slytherin through and through.
Can you show your watch time on TikTok and Instagram? Sure. I don't really go on TikTok and Instagram, as you can see. It does show on Friday that I was on TikTok for a bit more than usual. It's because I was gathering these questions. What has been the hardest part to overcome with having BPD? A lot. And I don't know if I've actually overcome any of it. Like a lot of people get bipolar and borderline personality disorder mixed up because we both have mood shifts. So people with bipolar, their moods will change on days or weeks basis, while people with BPD like me, our moods will change multiple times a day, sometimes even multiple times an hour. It's the fact that you cannot regulate your emotions. Sometimes it feels physically impossible. Regulating those emotions and calming down, it literally feels like someone is telling you you have to travel outside into space and I want you to carry the world on your shoulders. That's not possible. Like during a BPD episode, which are actually sometimes called BPD tantrums. So during those episodes, my rational self is still in here. She is like screaming at me, Amberlynn, stop. Amberlynn, calm down. Amberlynn, it's gonna be okay. It truly feels impossible to regulate your emotions. And I'm fully aware that DBT therapy can help with that. It sounds rude because it's like a tantrum, like calm down now. Like I'm not for a tantrum, but that is just what it's called. So another answer I have is having BPD makes everything feel more extreme than the average. Like the average person, they would say, yeah, I feel happy. Well, when we're happy, people with BPD, it feels euphoric. Regular person feels sad. We literally feel like we're mourning the death of someone we have loved our entire lives. A regular person would feel angry. Us, we feel burning rage. It's exhausting for us, and I'm sure it's very exhausting for the people around us as well. Are you going to continue sharing fan art? No, not in that way, because it was just something I wanted to add as a part of Vlogmas that I thought was really fun, and I enjoyed doing it. How often do you recommend that I wash my hair? But I do know that every hair is different, so I really don't know what to tell you. But I have noticed that the healthiest hair is if you wash it just a couple times a week. Would you ever cut your hair into a bob? Absolutely not. That is not my style. I don't think it would look good on me. I love my hair long. That is how I've always loved it. In my early 20s, I did chop it all off, but my hair was down to my butt. I went into the salon, literally just wanting a hair trim, and I left with my hair to my shoulders, and I cried. Yes, I did. It was the biggest mistake. I will never do it again. Have you ever considered digital planning? No, never, because I really love physical planners. I love physically writing. And then people were like, you should try Kindle, you should try Kindle. So then in my brain, I was like, you know what, let me try Kindle, because there's like this cute little small Kindle that I ended up buying. I was like, it's so adorable. And I realized it's just not for me. What is the last thing you ate? I had Buffalo Wild Wings, and I got boneless chicken. The sauce I got on there was Asian Zing. And I also got potato wedges from there. And I've never once seen like a weird piece of chicken. So I really like their boneless chicken because it's dry. And even the pieces of chicken that I normally would never go for, which are like kind of like the bigger pieces, they're still dry. I'm like, okay, pop off. So if you're worried about chicken, but you enjoy like a good boneless wing, I highly recommend Buffalo Wild Wings. Did you really think that Jordy was stalking you? No, absolutely not. I never once thought that. Are you excited or nervous to try semaglutide again? I'm definitely both excited and nervous, and I will definitely share more of that as I talk more about my journey. Do you plan on seeing Wicked? I have never seen like the original Wicked, but with the clips I've seen of the new one, it genuinely looks pretty interesting. So yes, I do plan on watching it. All right, you guys, so that is part 1, and I will see you guys soon for part 2. Bye.